Who's ready for a house update video? Okay, I'm doing this video kind of out of sequence because I shot some of this video earlier today, and some of the video I did I have to redo because it didn't come out. It's a long story. So you're gonna look at certain video clips and they're gonna be sunnier, and now it's later. I was gonna just wait till tomorrow to shoot it, but we're just gonna intermingle it. So I got this dumpster delivered today because we got to clean up the back area. All right, this back area is just this is disgusting. Look at this trash. This trash is everywhere. I've ordered a dumpster. Just bought this wagon. It's called a Built Hard. Oh yeah, baby. I picked this one because it has solid wheels. And almost all the other ones I saw didn't have solid wheels. What I liked about it, this is not an endorsement, or, you know, I guess it's an endorsement, but I bought this thing on Amazon. But here's some things about it that I thought were cool. See this spring? This spring prevents your handle from falling down into the mud. You can take this handle off and then make a hitch out of this and pull it behind an ATV or something. That handle comes up and you can dump it. And this is made of plastic. I don't know how durable that's going to be. And also it's solid wheels so they don't go flat. I thought it was cool. It's a couple $100. I'll put a link to it in the description if anybody wants to buy one. It's an affiliate link and I'll make like, you know, $1 off it if you buy one. I had this dumpster delivered today because we want to clean this area up. It's just out of control. You know, for the last year, we have been throwing brush. Trees we've trimmed, bushes we've taken out, wood, fences, crud. Look at all this. We got to get this inside that dumpster. Charging me like, I don't know, $500 for the dumpster. And it's just out of control, all right? So we have all this crud. Look at this. Now, you know, my groundskeeper guys, the thing is these bags are designed to biodegrade rather quickly, as well as these boxes. People don't realize that these things are designed to do this. So all this trash, like these bags, just deteriorated. And we're gonna have a hell of a time cleaning all this up. Same thing with this styrofoam. It just turns into dust. I've got water heaters, and that's an old chicken coop we used to have back here. And just filing cabinets, and this is old fencing from the front of the house, and dang it. So all this has got to go into the dumpsters, and so the first dumpster is going to be mostly all that trash, and then I'm going to come over here with the backhoe that I bought and start cleaning that up. Now I've got the Trans Ferrari over here. It identifies as a Ferrari, but it's a Trans Am. So the 67 Rolls-Royce is just sitting back here, and it's all filthy. The cats have been climbing on it, you know. My mustard is cooking back here. This car's for sale. It's filthy, but when you clean it up, it looks beautiful. The car's for sale for only, you know, I want like 25 grand for the car. It's been fully restored. So if you're interested in it, the interior's all fresh and new. The thing runs and drives great. It's got cold AC. I assure you, when you hose it off, it looks beautiful, but it's sitting back there, and I need the car gone. But anyway, the cats like to hang out back here, and I put this food here and some water. They need some more water. And this is just stuff I'm probably gonna throw this couch in the dumpster. You know, like this stuff, like, I just gotta get rid of all this stuff. I have too much stuff. Now let's go over here and check out the backhoe. So this is one of these Chinese backhoes, and you've seen these probably all over the internet. I bought the thing for $5,200. Okay, that was my purchase price, and I spent quite a bit of time and effort and money. Like, for instance, this pry bar shouldn't be here, but anyway, I put all this sticky tape here, this rubber, because normally there's like this little carpet they put there, but it's worthless. So I just chunked it, and I had to carefully patch this together because there's a panel here, and then there's these sections, and it's kind of janky, but it's what I had to do to make it work, and it works fine. I forget why this is here. I gotta go put this away. Now, I had to attach this claw. It didn't come with this. This is sort of a premium attachment, but I bought it think it was on Amazon or eBay, but it was only like 250 bucks. And it bolted on pretty easily. However, the pipes didn't match up. And I thought about doing a video about this, but I had to go to a hydraulic place and get these adapters. So this piece, this piece, this piece, and this piece is it's 3 separate pieces, I guess. This coupler and these 2 adapters to adapt this smaller one to the slightly larger one. These were, I spent $100 on 2 of these, this one on each side, right? They were 50 bucks a pop. Very expensive. So that brought the cost of adding this up to $350. Not that big a deal, but gosh darn. Other additions I did were these spotlights up there. Now these are Harbor Freight spotlights, so they cost, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 bucks a piece. I don't remember. But what I did was I ran it's kind of sloppy, but I ran this cord through this, under here, and then to this switch, right? And so I didn't put in a relay or anything. I just figured it's not pulling a lot of power, so it operates that. And then I added this into the battery because you have to take up this panel and you can barely get your hand in there. So I added this little charging port that goes directly to the battery, and should I ever need to charge the battery, I can get to it from that. It's a really small battery, and using a 10 amp charger, within a few minutes or not that long, you can start the thing. Now in an emergency you can pull start it, but you'd have to take out all the bolts. So you got these like bolts that you have to take out. What a lot of people do is they'll take out these bolts, weld hinges on, and then put a clasp here, which I may or may not do. But you don't need to get back there very often. You know, you got to check the oil once in a while. You got to get up under here. This is why I had the pry bar, because I got to resolve this problem here. See if I can do this with one hand. The problem was I had put this tar kill mat shit back. It's so hot that this shit just melted, and then it glued the seat down. So I got to put something over this, some other kind of material, because it's glued itself shut. But here's a look inside of this thing. I think the tanks on these are way too small. It runs out of gas too quickly. This is just a single cylinder Briggs & Stratton style engine that runs that pump, and that's all it does. And there's not much to it. This is a battery cutoff. This is your throttle. This is your key. And then you have to choke this thing. It'll be easier if I have both hands, but... Woo. I was standing right in front of this, and that gave me a little squeak. So, this switch locks out the controls. Turn that on, and now you can operate it. This foot control operates the blade. And this foot control operates the claw. And I didn't like that because I didn't have the idle high enough. I had it on the lowest idle, so it killed it. Anyway, that's okay. We turned off. So something I wanted to mention about these, if you ever run into a piece of equipment like this, is these hour meters. This thing was unplugged when I got it, folks. These are really easy to change and really easy to unplug. Don't trust these. Now I could tell that the thing is basically new, but whether or not it had been used, or you could tell if it's been used if the paint is all dirty on the end of the bucket, right? So it hadn't been used, okay? But I'm just saying this thing was unplugged. Not saying the seller did anything, not accusing anybody. I'm just saying that this was unplugged. Now it does come with this one spotlight, but like I said, I added these up here and it lights up everything. Why? Because when it's really hot, when it's 120 degrees outside, it was nice to be able to work at night. Anyway, I bought this thing because I want to be able to pick up junk and put it into the dumpster, but I can't put it into that dumpster because it's too tall. When you rent a dumpster, there's two kinds of dumpsters. You got tall dumpsters and short dumpsters. The short dumpsters are for rock and gravel. Tall dumpsters are for trash that are not rock and gravel. But like over in this area here, there's things I want to clean up and level. And so people are like, okay, why'd you spend like $6 grand on your own backhoe bulldozer? Well, because if you rent one, they're $200-300 a day. A lot of times, you know, it sits around. So I want to level this. I want to scoop all this up and level it. There's just big chunks of concrete that have been thrown here. I'm not cool. I want this kind of cleaned up, right? And I want to try to level out this area over here a bit. I also want to spread some rocks out. I want to get more. See how there's a lot of these rocks that are missing? So what I want to do is get a couple of ton of rocks and kind of fill the area out, you know? Like this area here where water has washed away all the rocks and things. So I was also trying to dig up a stump, trying to see if I could do it. So I was trying to dig this stump out, but I give up on it. I was digging around it, and like the kind of power you need to just grab a stump like that and rip it out of the ground is way more than that thing can handle. But over here, I did get some stuff done. You know, we're doing some landscaping, and I'm trying to do desert plants. So you can see my boy Hippie ripped out all these bushes that used to be here. So I'm trying to get rid of the greenery. This palm tree's growing all on its own. So we ripped out all the bushes along the building here. And I've noticed I've got some water damage here that I need to address. I'm going to drive the backhoe over here, and I'll just grab these stumps and pull them right out. That's what I did here. I just grabbed these sumbitches. I just grabbed them. And then we put it in that little wagon and wheeled it off. But you could see where tracks have messed up all my rocks. We're going to have to come out here and re-rake this. I got stuck a couple times because it's too thick. By the way, this is $4,000 worth of rocks. To have all the grass pulled out and all this rocks put in cost me $4 grand. So what I'm going to do along the house here is we're going to clean all that up. We're going to till all that out. And I'm going to plant desert plants there. It'll be beautiful. Here, I'm trying to dig all this up. There's all kinds of irrigation here. This used to be all bushes. So like I said, we're getting rid of the bushes. We're going to get rid of all this. We're going to dig this out. Then we're going to concrete pave this. And then we're going to put a little retaining wall, and we're going to make a pond out of it, and it's going to be a fountain. So this pole is going to go away. And we'll probably keep the block there and fill this with concrete. And then we're going to put a statue, like a Roman statue like that. And we'll put it there, and this will be a water fountain because there's power and water here. So these pipes here are live. You've got water, it's not on, and then power. So this will be separated by a couple of feet. We'll put some decorative rocks here. There'll be a box here with an electrical, GFI, and water valve and whatnot. And we'll be able to fill this with water. And imagine you pull in and there's a beautiful water fountain with a statue standing there. How beautiful is that? We're gonna paint this wall. We're gonna paint this whole house, actually. So these are the projects that we're working on. Another project I'm doing is a bit of a facade because there's really not a way to fix this problem that I have. The problem I have is that when they made these stairs were just metal pans filled with concrete. And what's happened is the edges of them started to rust. And there's not much you can do about it. And I'd have to just rip all this out and replace it, but it's sturdy because you've got these steel beams. They're not going anywhere. It's just the fronts of them are nasty. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some like angle aluminum or iron and make edges for them and pretty them up. But the same thing has happened to the backyard here. I got to fix this. See how this has happened? So this thing isn't going anywhere. It's nice and sturdy because this is a steel beam. These are big, powerful things. But the edges of this is crumbling. It's not cool. Look at this. So what I'm going to do, I can't fix it. I can't repair it. You just have to rip it out and start over, and that's not happening. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a wood facade that's just going to go across here and just cover it up so you can't see it. And at least it won't look so nasty. You can't fix it, at least cover it up. Yard is looking beautiful. We're eventually going to get rid of these trees. And then eventually there's going to be a big brick wall that goes here. That's the plan, eventually. So that's the plan. Pool, the red pool is looking nice. Looks like there's some crud down there we got to get cleaned out. So you know, it's my own little paradise in the middle of the jungle. Another project I just did today is I had the windshield in the Maserati tinted. Can't really tell, but it's a ceramic tint, and you've got to do this to all your cars in Vegas because basically, like I had the truck done. Every car has had it done. It costs $200 to do the windshield alone, but it prevents the UV heat from going through predominantly. And because I got to park this thing outside, it just gets too hot. So it's actually not that dark. I mean, when you're looking at it, you can't tell that it's tinted on the inside. Really. Look how beautiful the interior is of this thing. I love this car. So anyway, got that done today. Got the beard all done up. Got the mustache back. I've been slacking for a while. I haven't been keeping up the bird. It's been getting all cruddy. Oh look, there's one of the kitties. Let's see who this guy is. Hi. This one's not friendly, or he's not unfriendly, he just doesn't come hang out. Where are you? You're hiding under my truck. We have so many kitties. I'm a childless cat lady. Hi, how are you? Oh, hello. I'm not gonna hurt you. You know I'm not gonna hurt you. I've been feeding you. How's it going?
Are you friendly? Are you friendly? Can I pet you? Can I get close? Hi. Hello? Are you friendly? Can I get closer? You're gonna run away? Hi. Come on. You don't trust me? I don't blame you. I look pretty scary.
Who's been tuning into my podcast at the Videobob Show on my other channel on the Videobob Show? You guys been watching some of my comments? Been busy, so I've been doing that show, trying to do it daily if I can. Check out the Videobob Show. My band Turbo Lover, the Judas Priest tribute here in Las Vegas, we played last Saturday. Had a great time. Got all my stuff set back up in here. So if you're a fan of Judas Priest and you're in Vegas, you can check out our band Turbo Lover. It's a lot of fun if you're into heavy metal. We love heavy metal. We're only a month away from my big party, September 1st at Counts Vamped on Sahara. It's open to the public. My band Turbo Lover will be playing. It'll be my 50th birthday. We're going to have, I'm not allowed to say who's going to be there, but there's going to be a lot of really cool bands. You know, like you wanted the best, you got the best kind of stuff. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's open to the public. If you want to come, doors open at 7. We go on at 8. Turbo Lover plays for an hour. We're going to have a jam session with a bunch of other bands. There'll be cupcakes and cake and all kinds of fun. Did I hear the gate? I thought I heard the gate. Rachel's on her way home, so she's either already home or maybe not. Anyway, yeah, September 1st. So I'll be doing a little bit more of a commercial about it to teach you all about it. But, you know, if you want to come get your hotels, your flights, or if you're in Vegas, come see it. You get to meet me and all my friends. It's going to be fun. Boy, it is a beautiful night here in Las Vegas. I think we might be out of the super hot. I mean, it's beautiful outside. Heck, I might pull the old convertible out, the Rolls-Royce, because it's just such a nice night. My buddy Gerry Mavers over in the UK works on his Rolls-Royces. He was talking about these bottles here, these Castrol bottles of mineral oil. Now, luckily, I got 2 of these with my car that were full. The bottle itself isn't the thing, it's this nozzle. See this nozzle here? This nozzle's needed to connect to the inlet that goes where you put the fluid in on the Rolls-Royce. And then it uses, I bought a bunch of this. This is the oil. And so I need to put some in my car because they just leak. These cars leak. But you got to have that nozzle in order to put it in, because it like goes in like a key and unlocks. And thank goodness I have the bottles, because they're getting harder to find just because people throw them out. I was going to throw them out. Thank goodness I didn't. So I got to figure out why I'm leaking this mineral oil. I haven't driven the car in probably a month because it's just been too hot, but I might take it out tonight. It's a rather beautiful night. But I'm going to have to put some more oil in it before I do. Okay, car's been sitting here for a while, and my wife said, oh, your car's leaking antifreeze. This isn't antifreeze. This green fluid is mineral oil. Not sure where exactly it's leaking from. I got to figure out if it's leaking out of a shock. Most likely, just because it's on this side doesn't mean it's coming from this shock. But the mineral oil feeds the lifters for your suspension and also operates other things on the vehicle. I'm not sure which all other things. Oh, I just noticed this. This is off. That's interesting. Okay, that's not even really sealed, is it? Look at that. All right, I'll check into this later. This goes to my carburetor. This is an imported to America car. This would normally be a fuel injected car, but it's carbureted. Now this is the two tanks that hold the mineral oil. You can see they're pretty big reservoirs, and see these little keyed areas here? This is where those nozzles go, right? So I filled up these bottles. I don't know if this is something I can do one-handed, honestly, but I'm gonna put some fluid in, and the way, like I said, I don't know if this is something I can do single-handed here, but this goes, trying to do this with one hand is going to be difficult. So, oops. No. So this goes in the hole like this, and then it turns and locks into place. It's a bit of a two-handed operation, but this is how you get the fluid in there. And I guess that one's full. I left a pretty huge puddle under here. I'm gonna have to go get some kitty litter. Gosh darn. There's always a freaking ambulance. Like, I swear to God, every gosh darn hour, there's an ambulance going by here. A bunch of old people live by here or something, I don't know. Anyway, there's no hospital around here, there's just an ambulance. Anyway, I'm gonna have to put some kitty litter down here to clean this up. That's a pretty significant little puddle. Looks like another one back here. This is a different type of stain. It wasn't leaking before, but you know, this is the thing about these cars. Once you start using them and driving it regularly, then you start to see these issues popping up. And I may need to put some more fluid in it. I'm gonna have to walk that fluid over there because I don't want it in the car. I noticed like I hit the brakes. Yeah, see that light comes on. And my exhaust is rattling. Remember in a previous video I had welded that exhaust? Well, obviously the weld broke. So I need to take it to a muffler shop and have them put a proper hanger on it. But that fluid seems to be a little low still, even though it was spilling out. I'm gonna let it run. It hasn't run. So I'm gonna let it do its thing. This is oil sorb, diatomaceous earth, as they call it. And look at that, the wife just got home. This stuff will dry it up. Okay. Here she comes with her little Prius car. Not my choice. That's not what Daddy drives. She's gonna plug this thing in. It's a plug-in. It's real quiet. Cheers, ladies and gentlemen. Mrs. Videobob in her semi-electric car.
I have a...
The A plum?
No, it's a plumacot.
A plumacot.
It's a plum
What'd you call me?
apricot. A plumacot. Apparently, if you bite into it, it like spews all over your face.
I like it already. They say that a Rolls-Royce that doesn't leak oil is a Rolls-Royce with no oil in it. So, you know, it's not leaking any engine oil. This car is pretty clean when I got it. I don't know if I feel like crawling under there right now. I need to put it up on the lift. But the light is coming on when I hit the brakes, meaning that, you know, the brake's working fine. Oh, look at that. Both of them coming on. Look at that. Both lights. Which could be they just need to be bled. Let me see if they're getting soft. I press hard on them. So it doesn't necessarily mean that the brakes are leaking. It could be leaking from another area. And the brakes are simply affected because it shares the system. See, let me turn off these headlights because, you know, I did that headlight conversion, and as you know, it was very bright. Very bright. Crazy bright. Let's see if we can look under here. Ow. See, I don't see anything leaking right now. It just leaked from being sitting there for a while. I mean, the last however long, it's been too hot to drive. You know, it's been in 120-degree heat. Look how dusty it is. Gosh darn it. Ugh. So, you know, I'm not seeing anything up top, so wherever it's coming from is coming from down low. I don't know if it's one of the spheres or levelers here. Spheres are looking dry right there. But it could be in this area. It could be down there. Could be the cooler. Obviously there's a cooler. I can't tell if that's wet down there or not. We're gonna have to get it up on the lift. Have a look. I'm not gonna do that now though. I just want to take the car out and enjoy it. See what I can see. It's probably, I would guess it's leaking on that right side. I don't know if I can see the levels of the hydraulic. You know, I don't see a window here. Oh, well, maybe. So there is a window, except you can't really see it. I can't tell what's going on in there. I ended up putting like probably another, almost a bottle in there. Let's see. That one looks like there's number 1 and number 2. Doesn't really tell me what that means. But what I'm going to do is just drive it a little bit and see if it doesn't fix itself, you know. Just work the bubbles out. Like I'm holding the brake and the light's not on right now. See, when I first hit it and then it goes away. So I think it'll correct itself. It just needs to work its bubbles out. There's my buddy Terrence. His headlights aren't on. I wonder if he knows. All right, we'll just drive it a little bit. I should check the air in the tires. You know, a thing that happens here in Vegas, you sit around, the car sits around for a while, and the air in the tires, I bet you there's not 25 pounds in these tires. And that's what happens. Like there's these pressure changes, because I notice like my steering is off a little bit. It's riding a little goofy. So I'm gonna go around the block. Brakes are working fine though. I'm gonna go around the block and I'm gonna go put air in the tires. You know, you need a lot of maintenance here in Vegas on your cars. The batteries, the air in the tires is something that you got to keep an eye on all the time because of the pressure changes and the extreme temperature changes. Yeah, the wheels feel lumpy. The wheels feel low. I guarantee you that they're very low. I bet they're 15, 20 pounds. And that's just from the atmospheric changes of the heat. You know, you go from 80, 90 degrees to 120 degrees every day, back and forth. And you end up with probably whatever caused this leak it'll probably correct itself and go away if I just start driving the car. Because what happens with these cars is the worst thing you can do to a vintage car, especially a Rolls-Royce in particular, is that when the car sits, the seals start to dry up, the hoses start to dry up, and it just destroys the car. It just self-destructs. There's nothing you can do worse than letting one of these things sit. If you have one and it's in good running condition, just drive the ever-loving shit out of it. And the more that you drive it, the better it will get. And after just a month, maybe 6 weeks, it's ever since the last week of June, it's been in the, Satan's taint temperatures. Just been hot. So every time I hit the brake, that light comes on, but then it goes away quickly. So every time I hit the brakes, it's correcting itself. And it will. These cars are fantastic. I mean, look at this thing. This is 1985. My other one's 1967. And it works just fantastic. I should have rolled up these side windows, but sorry for all the wind noise. I'll try to correct it in the filter. But I'm going to take it back over to the garage and check all the tires. Tires were only like 5 pounds under, not even. Put a little air in them. Put a can of liquid Schwartz in it, and I'm going to run it up to the gas station and fill it up with fresh gas, because it's after like a month or so, gas goes bad out here. They said it was half empty. That was with a 20% discount, or 20 cents per gallon discount, using my Kroger Smith's card. And thanks, Joe. So now I'm over at my friend Gerry's house. Gerry's having a little pre-party for what's going to happen tomorrow. What's happening tomorrow, Gerry?
Tomorrow, we're going to Applebee's, right?
Going to Applebee's. No, you're getting his own star on the Walk of Fame. That's why he has cupcakes.
And you got the E for excellent. Oh my God. Oh my God. We said Bob has a big mouth.
And look, it's your old pal, Jordan the Lion. I have to hold it up high because that's his trick. How are you today?
I'm excellent.
You're supposed to
Had a
say
great day.
well.
I'm doing well.
Tomorrow is Gerry's Star. You're going to be blogging it exclusively on the Jordan the Lion channel.
Yeah, I bought the rights for that.
You did.
It's pricey, but I'm hoping it pays off in the end. I'm hoping, Jerry's legendary, like Siegfried and Roy and all the other greats.
Mhm.
Gallagher.
There'll be a homeless
Some
person
days there'll
sleeping
be
on
a-
his star soon.
Well, if he's anything lucky, if he's at a good star, it will.
You know what I was going to do? I was going to go to the joke shop and buy some fake dog poop or something and put it on there when he got there. Just for...
You're a good friend, man. No question.
He thought that was hilarious. He goes, that would be funny. But I'm sending people over there to polish it and wax it before I get there, so it's shiny for the cameras.
Is there going to be a lollipop of your face on there or a guitar pick of your face?
Maybe.
So that somehow you get a plug for
Well,
your
when you walk
shows?
down the Hollywood Walk of Fame, you're like stepping over bodies and needles and poop to go look at the different stars. It's like they don't take care of it in Hollywood. They need to clean it up.
Well, it's kind of I don't know. I used to live there. It was pretty lost cause.
I know, it's sad. I like the guys that for $5 will make your own star and take a picture.
I think that's what we're seeing tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, that's. It'd be funny. I should just print one and put mine next to it. And he goes, "What's the Videobob star? What is it?"
Nobody would be surprised.
Nobody would be surprised.
I'm surprised you don't have a shirt already that looks like a star that says your name and says Brock.
I'm working on getting my own star. No.
5,000 shows will do it, I've heard.
And also, I think it's like 25 grand.
He's got it.
I think the Hollywood one's like 100 grand, right?
Something close to that, yeah.
Wow.
A lot of people get the production companies for the movies they're in to pay them, so they don't actually have to pay them.
That makes sense.
I don't think that happened with Gerry.
He's got 5,000 shows he's done for like 20 years. That's a lot of shows. But then again, when you look at somebody like Wayne Newton, who's been here since 1965 or something like that.
Well, the amazing thing is to not get burnt out on doing, you know, so many of us have hobbies that change every couple of years. To do a profession and not lose interest in doing the same type of act and stuff. I mean, it's you have to challenge your mind. So I guess that's why he's the
really
mentalist.
that's the skill, because it's like, to me, that would be like purgatory, doing essentially the same show every day. It's not the same because it changes, because there's
Different
different
audience.
people, different audience. But you know, it's the same act, really, kind of.
Yeah, which is why I like
And-
vlogging. I can't do.
I tried to do stand-up once, and when I realized that the art of stand-up is trying to do the same act every time as though it's the first time, that was the part I had the hardest part with.
Yeah,
Because I like to do
you
something
don't
different
like
each
to lie to
time.
the audience.
Yeah. Well, it's not lying. It's just that, but that's what the art is. It's the art of being able to tell a story like it's the first time every time. And when you think about a musician that's been singing the same one-hit wonder song for 50 years straight.
We know some of those, and I wonder that as well. I go, it's kind of a double-edged sword.
Oh, like I asked Eric, I go, which song do you hate the most? He goes, rock and roll all night. Oh. He's like, he asked Gene, he's like, I don't want to ever sing I Was Made for Loving You ever again.
Have you ever been in a band doing your own original music?
No, but I'm in a cover band, and I get bored doing even the songs that I'm covering.
Yeah, I was gonna say, when I was in a band doing my own original music, after about a year
What band
or
were
a year
you
and a
in?
half,
I didn't know you were in a band. What did you do in the band?
I wrote all the songs.
You sang?
Yeah, but
Where can
but
we see these?
But when you do a band
songs?
for a year and a half or whatever, you find yourself like writing new songs because the monotony of performing the same songs.
Why didn't you do your own song for your show?
Because my songs weren't fast enough.
Oh.
You have to have a kind of a quicker tempo.
So they're kind of slow, like love songs?
No, like Flaming Lips. They're more like
Alternative.
Yeah, alternative, psychedelic, slower.
Okay.
I can't really describe it, but I looked through every song just because I thought it'd be easier for copyright.
Yeah.
And just none of them had that tempo for the animation that I had already paid people to do.
We should make a YouTube Adam is a bass playing punk rocker.
Yeah, but we all like completely different styles of music.
We should make a YouTube band.
Yeah. I'm sure that would work.
I'll play tambourine or triangle. It'll be great. All right, let's see what's going on here.
I like watching the two favorite drummers air drumming together. Working out songs. It's loud as hell in here. It's a party, man, Ron Victor. It's one of the top. It's Kyle. It's crowded as heck in here. Merv, everybody. Yeah, I love it. Look at him. He's got one at the house. You should have it mounted into the sidewalk as you're walking in.
It is. It's cool. Oh, out there. You should put that at the bottom of your pool.
Oh yeah,
A piece of styrofoam.
I like it.
Just
He's
a
got
piece
his.
of styrofoam. No, you can get it the pool.
Oh, this is styrofoam?
Get the mentalist and put the mentalist.
What's it made out of?
Styrofoam. The airplanes will see it.
The mental patients. Gerry, the mental patient.
I'll just put a billboard in my backyard.
You should definitely have it done on your roof.
On the roof.
He should.
Yeah, the mentalist on your roof. Everybody
Yeah,
plans.
when the plane flies by. Well, since he likes Batman,
That's the best advertisement.
With friends like you, I don't.
since he likes Batman, he should get the spotlight and just shine it. Well, there's no clouds in Vegas, so
With the mentalist thing.
yeah, he likes Batman. So this is Jerry's Batman collection. He has a bunch of Batman stuff in here.
See the
Look at this. But
the lava lamp I gave him?
let me see the lava lamp. I was gonna give him a giant lava lamp. I have two of them.
He gave me this one.
You gave him a kiss. Oh, you was gonna give me that.
No, I wasn't.
You said you
I gave it to Gerry.
you were gonna give it to me, and then I didn't take it.
Oh.
I should have took it. I'm an asshole.
Gerry wanted it.
Jerry got it.
I have the Beatles Yellow Submarine one.
I don't want a Beatles one.
I love the Yellow
I want
Submarine.
a Kiss one.
Where do you...